Okay, here we are in the loser bracket finals of the elimination bracket for season 2 of the Alpha Navigators Cup finals. Ooh, a big mouthful again. And this will be starring in our blue celestial. This is going to be you. Opening looks like with a pretty standard morph core to collection array. The dog's going to show up to try and be annoying, but will it block it? Ooh, just in time to block. Of course, this is going to be the dog of our other player, which is jayxp123, the red vanguard. And he's opened with a single Rax here. We'll see what he's going to do with that. Maybe we'll see some dogs or lancers or something pop out of there. Or maybe we'll just see a mech bay, which is sometimes also... Oh, we actually have a single lancer and then a dog queued up. Like, looks like a little bit of a creeping force to me. The idea there is the dogs are actually quite good against the creeps. And then the lancer is the beefy tanky boy who takes all the hits. So the slightly squishier dogs don't have to. What a good guy. See, there we go. We see him. And using that lancer trick to hit 3 flyings at once. Used to be 4. I don't know what changed. They fixed something so that it's not 4 anymore, but now he hit. Ooh, so many going down. And then he retreats out. You see he did almost all the tanking, down to 35 hit points. And once they capture this, he's just going to be able to start healing, soaking up those healy juices. And interesting, we see JXP making a sentry post here in the center. That's probably going to be for some early creeping of this Luminite camp. And it's Sovereign's Watch creeping for you over here, who has opened with a Creation Chamber into Starforge. We see a Vector queued up and heading out. We also see a Morph Core ready for the third collection array. And JXP still creeping, went for Speed Camp next. We already see that Lancer's kind of healed up quite a bit. And here we go, trying to creep this camp. Now this is interesting. Let's see how he does it. Yeah, so he goes with the Buzzsaw turret. Uses the Buzzsaw turret to get the aggro, and then puts the Bobs on repair. So that, hopefully, yeah, it looks like they can just out DPS the repair, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to be able to kill these units before, and now that it's just, yeah, the bruiser on there, now it looks like they can out heal the DPS. Or maybe it's just exactly matching the DPS. It's really close, it's hard for me to tell. But that bruiser is going to go down. And again, creeping this Luminite camp kind of early as a result. Vectors also out creeping. They're going to finish off the speed camp. They're going to get their own speed boost. And that signal meant JXP saw that camp actually already got claimed. He is going to run his dogs over there to maybe steal it. I like this strategy of only revealing a single dog. I don't think you knows that he's gone dogs yet. Oh, it may have just about revealed them there. But now he can take that camp, get the speedy legs, and decide if he wants to do some pressure or not. Might instead just go out and do some more creeping. Meanwhile, it looks like the Vectors here are going to do the same thing, try and steal this camp. But 2 Hedgehogs were already there. Maybe kind of noticing that might have been the plan. And these 2 Hedgehogs actually are able to be really annoying to those Vectors. And one Vector already got taken out. The other one delta jumps away, but remember, when you delta jump away, you get bonus damage, I think. Or you get a reduced armor, which means you're going to take extra damage if you get hit. So it's good if you can jump all the way away, but it's not great if you can jump and you're still under fire. There is a Sovereign's Watch on this power bank, which is definitely going to do a lot of extra damage. There's another one on this Creation Chamber, so these units of JXP who are charged right in, chase down those Vectors and kill the Vectors, are actually, they're taking losses of their own, but they managed to win out on that. We have a single hedgehog there trying to capture. Actually, he moved out before he should have, and oh, because of these 3 levels of veterans, he does stay alive. And actually, some really good, efficient use of these units for JXP, and already that's going to be GG from you. Okay, here we are back at it. This is going to be game number 2, starring jayxp123 here in the blue Vanguard. And his celestial opponent, again, I get the clicky bug, 1 sec. And his opponent here is going to be you in the red celestial. Once I'm able to click back on him. I wonder if I'm the only one who gets that clicky bug. I should probably report it. Bug reports, that's the point of early access. So I will mention that. The dog here being annoying, delaying that collection array again, just for a little bit. Remember, that's just going to delay that eco play. The Celestials do have an advantage with being able to get that eco up, ramping up real quick at the beginning. So if you can delay them a little bit, might help you just get on top of them, get that little advantage. We got a single Lancer coming out, so JXP looks like he's going to be doing the same kind of strategy. At least his early game is going to be a little bit of creep focused. And I assume, yeah, a puppy dog showing up as well, another scout unit. And actually it's you here who is being super aggressive, having moved ahead and is taking a forward array here, putting down a power bank. That might be for creeping out this camp here, but it might also just be to support this aggressive forward play. The arc ship, now what he's hoping to see here is a command post, but he does not. And the dog did see the, ooh, very smart. The dog is going to go there to stop any array being put down there, although unfortunately the dog runs away. Okay, this is why. JXP knows what's going on. He knows there's something going on the low ground. He wants to get on top of it as soon as possible. The creation chamber is not yet done. Oh, actually there is one here also being built. It looks like it was summoned normally, not with a morph core, so that's why it's building slower. And we get a Starman's Watch immediately on this creation chamber. It's going to take out 1 dog. These dogs are trying to focus down power banks, so there can't be any more Starman's Watch after this. This dog runs away, but he also gets taken out. It's just Lancer and dog. Oh no, another dog's going to die. This is not going to be good for JXP. He wanted to be quick damage to this. He will take out that power bank. The Sovereign's Watch is done, and the Lancer does get away scot-free. But he did have to invest 2 or 3 dogs. 3 dogs, I believe, to do that. And already we see a power bank being resummoned to put you back into positive power. More Lancers coming out. Interesting choice here. This Lancer's going for the power bank. Now remember, with no power, he cannot use another Sovereign's Watch. We do get a surge on the creation chamber, so we got 2 Arges here. Arges doing bonus damage to Lancers. This Lancer's going to go down. Oh, is he going to get away? Manages to get away. Wow, 2 hit points. Hero Lancer. Another Lancer over here. Unfortunately, 3 Argents out now. That's not going to be good for the Lancer. He's going to go down. So this push so far has been delayed by the aggression from JXP back on this forward position. But he's had to sacrifice so many units to do that. And if you can stabilize here and build up a big enough force, I feel like you'll be able to continue the push. You deciding to just take out some, take out this creep camp here. And it was a morph core up there that actually is going to turn into a creation chamber on the low ground. And it gets cancelled, so that was just to protect it from being killed, and now it's going to try and do something else. Okay, it's going to take out the trees. These Lancers aren't going to be able to do anything. There is a hedgehog there. Ooh, 1 Lancer gets sniped from the low ground. And now we get a creation chamber over here. We also have a power bank. Oh, and there is a collection array here. So I think High is now on 4 collection arrays, which is effectively 2 base income. And a lot of hedgehogs here chasing these Argents back. The Argents have to run back to the safety of their base, their arc ship and their power banks. And there is a Sovereign's Watch that goes down. Has to be respected by the hedgehogs, and they move out. Hedgehogs want to just be annoying here. Get a little bit of damage on this creation chamber. Now, this link node, okay, here it is. It's upgrading the strike node. When it finishes, it's going to defend this choke well, but there we see it go down. And now Argent's pushing forward, trying to get some hedgehogs. But it's indeed the hedgehogs that are getting some kills. Some of them were focus firing on that creation chamber for a moment, so their DPS kind of wasted, like we see this guy. I think that might have been intentional. Trying to take out the creation chambers, trying to take out the production, but we see another one going down. So U is heavily invested in this aggressive play and is just going to keep pumping out Argents, it looks like, as much as his funds can support that. Now the hedgehog's trying to get in, killed one Argent, maybe kill another. One little Argent body there on the ground. And it looks like there's going to be a repair turret going up here. More Argents being focused. Another goes down, another goes down. These hedgehogs managing to stay alive. Promotes, it looks like, going down to keep them alive. And use push, trying to get some damage done, but this sentry turret's almost done. Sentry post, and we're going to see a Bob pump in there, and now we have a repair turret. A second one going down. What's this Bob doing? Oh, he's going to chop a tree. Poor Lumber Bob gets taken out. Again, some high... Ooh, another hedgehog gets taken out. So there is some good trades being here. Both sides getting some kills. Although it looks like it's going to be in jayxp's advantage. His micro's just a little better because he's got those more mobile units, the hedgehogs. And they get forward. They're now being attacked by a strike node. Another hedgehog going down. The hedgehogs, every time they jump forward, they snipe a Argent. Even though 4 or 5 hedgehogs have gone down, more like 8 or 9 Argents have gone down. And it looks like a strike node is taken out as well. And again, they get to retreat back. These Argents pushing forward, trying to snipe that hedgehog, trying to take out the repair turret. There's just 2 repair turrets now, so one's repairing the other. Well, the other one is repairing the hedgehogs. And again, some pretty good micro here. Both players trying to micro their heart out, trying to get as much efficiency out of those, out of kiting back, pulling back those weak units, focus firing down the weak units. But I really feel if jayxp can keep getting preserving his hedgehogs and getting those numbers up, he's going to be in the advantage here. His repair turrets just heal up his units quicker than the arc ship can heal up the Argents. And I just feel that the hedgehogs, they focus fire so much. Ooh, that Argent gets away with the skin of his teeth. It only takes 1 or 2 volleys from the hedgehogs to kill the Argent, and they can immediately pull back. Whereas the Argents have to focus fire the hedgehog, and it just takes a little longer. Ooh, 1 hedgehog going down. The strike nodes do help, but they are also not going to be part of the focus fire. They're just going to attack the closest unit. And we see this strike node getting focused down, and it's going to go down. We do see Cabals being added now. This could be the answer if they get those debilitates off. But now there's a competition for energy at the power banks. Do you power up your Cabals or your Argents? Almost all those Argents melted. The hedgehog number is not really being dealt with. We're up to 7 now. There's a blast node. Blast nodes are super annoying, that's for sure. But with a little bit of micro, one of these hedgehogs can tank that blast shot, and then they can just focus it down. So that's what they're going to try and do here. Run in, focus down the blast node. Another blast node in the back. We see surges going down on these blast nodes. That means they can fire faster. Okay. As long as they're in green power, they fire as fast as possible. Ooh, we do see a Blast Node taking out one Hedgehog there. Lots of debilitates going down, so the Hedgehogs are much slower now. They no longer have that mobility advantage. It also slows their attack speed, so their ability to snipe quickly while they're under debilitate is reduced. And it's Sabers added for you. So what was looking like it was going to be jayxp's advantage is now turning towards you, because he has been putting down collection arrays while jayxp is stuck on this one base. He's got 3 repair turrets here, but at some point here jayxp needs to put down another base. His one base income is about to run out in about another 3 or 4 minutes. We start to see mines and Ethereum patches mine out in the original base. So we'll see if he can make that transition, or if maybe this is just going to be the tail of the game right here. Arden's moving forward now. The Sabers in the back. They're still just firing down on the Hedgehogs, but once they're able to start firing down on those repair turrets, I think this might be the end. We do have an Atlas joining in. That's going to be great. So this Atlas in the back. Huge shot on the Argents, but now we're going to see these Argents try and push forward. A shield up on the Atlas to keep it alive. And wow, this could turn the tide, just at least for the moment. Sabers trying to move forward and get on top of the Atlas, but the Atlas fires on them first. Trying to preserve the Sabers. Don't want to lose those expensive units. Those Blast Nodes. Wow, the Blast Node's doing a lot of work. And remember, once they fire, it's going to follow you all the way across the map, so there's no way to avoid it. Best thing you can do is just split that unit off and make sure he's not in the... Whoa! Now we got the forward Atlas. And there's now a Scythe on the play, or on the field. That Scythe is going to be hard to do. You got to siege up 1 or 2 of these Hedgehogs here. There we go. All 3 get sieged up. They're going to try and take out the Scythe, but the Scythe uses its shield up. Keeps it alive long enough to micro back. And, ooh, there goes the Atlas. Bad news. Focus fire from the Sabers, able to take it out. And now it's just these 3 Hedgies. The Sabers use their mass accelerator to retreat. And, yeah, I think... up to 5 Sabers now, and that's going to be GG from jayxp in game number 2. Here we are in the final game of this best of 3. This is going to be starring you here in the blue Celestial, and his opponent jayxp123 in the red Vanguard. And we've already seen one VVC on this map here today, and it was a crazy one. I really enjoyed it. Who was that? Brave versus you, I think. That had an interesting swing. First being in Brave's advantage, but you managing to scramble his way back. Making his way to this loser bracket finals, in fact, in that game. So, we will see if we'll get another scrappy, interesting game on this map. Now we've got a first collection array going down for you. Interesting choice, not the pocket base. Wonder why that is. Maybe just trying to get forward. I've seen some Celestials come and try and take this base too, so they can do a little creeping with their laser beam. And let's see what jayxp's up to. He's gone ahead and gone racks into habitat first, so not opting for eco play, which, you know, I've seen jayxp do it, but I think jayxp tends to be a little bit more aggressive as a player, and so I think he likes to open racks so that he can have units on the map. He can do this creeping here, and actually look how efficient this creeping is with a single Lancer and a dog, second dog showing up to help clean it up. That this opening, you can see why you might want to play this opening, just for that little bit of extra income. Now, of course, your other opening is build a command post, and that's going to allow you to ramp up your income a little bit quicker. Okay, I've never seen this one before. Darwin's Watch creeping on these high ground Ethereum camp, taking out one of those units. What are these? These are the Pipers. These are the ones with the long pipes. They're the Pipers. But I guess the Sovereign's Watch is only good enough to take out one of them, not 2 of them. And it looks like jayxp, okay, goes and grabs the healing cabbage. Then it's going to clear out the speed cap. Now remember, last game jayxp was on base the whole game, but that's partly because he was facing some aggressive pressure right on his natural. But it's also kind of common for Vanguards to spend more time on one base. If they're not going to do that fast expo right away, they can do some more extended one base play. And maybe that's what we'll see out of jayxp here. Oh, interesting. He's gone and made his sentry post here. So we saw this in game 1. I don't think we saw that last game. Where he's going to use the sentry post here to do the tanking. We see the Bobs doing the repair, so that really there's no damage being taken by his units here, and he can basically get free kills. So that's pretty cool. It's free though, other than he had to pull his Bobs here, so he did have to take 2 Bobs that are not mining. Now, is he going to do that again on the other one? We'll see. I've seen that before. I've seen, I think, Mana, or no, sorry, it's Mixu. Getting my 4-letter M word Terran player or Vanguard players mixed up. Sorry for saying that forbidden word there. And the dog's trying to get on top of these vectors, and they did get one vector, and they're gonna use body blocks to try and get another one. The hedgehog in the back, just with that range, is enough to help them clean it up. And this vector running back to the base where there is a Sovereign's Watch, and one of the robo-dogs goes down. More dogs and hogs on the way for jayxp, and like I mentioned, this looks like it's going to be kind of a one base aggression play. Let's see, he is producing out of two mech bays and a single Rax. Now sometimes I think you see a cut on dog production here to help fund the hedgehog production, but others will continue to mix dogs in, so we'll see. It looks like dogs are still being mixed in. And so far it's just vectors out of the Starforge for you. And this strike force is trying to get into the main. They're going to go onto the collection rate. Are we going to see a Sovereign's Watch? No, the collection rate instead just lifts up. We get sieged up hedgehogs. Oh no! And that goes down. Now they are going to get 3 shots. Wow! A promote and a shields up going down on that hedgehog to keep it alive. A nice delta jump from that vector to get away, but it turned around to fight again and it gets taken out. Couple hedgehogs go down. The Argent that popped out of that creation chamber gets taken down. And now they're going to rotate down to this natural, which was taken. It's technically the 3rd, but we see it get taken out as well. Yes, we see siege up and there it goes. The DPS is even faster from the sieged up hedgehogs. I think the only reason why you would do that there, of course, is to just try and get them sieged up so you can get some free pot shots with your vectors while they're sieged. Unfortunately, that is not what we saw happen. These poor vectors trying to get some damage done as they're going to kite back to their base, but 2 of them already taken out. Another one gone. That's going to be the last one. There is a Sovereign's Watch, which is enough to chase jayxp away again. So now the question is, jayxp, you going to go for the kill, or can keep taking out bases now? Is this a base? Yeah, so there is a base here. But that is going to be GG out of you. And that's going to be a victory for jayxp. So congratulations for jayxp for making his way to the grand finals.